Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So the reason for the voiceover to begin the video today is because my intro video unfortunately was corrupted and I wasn't able to use it. So anyways, today I'm going to be installing some BMR rear upper shock mounts. I got these because they also sell a strut tower brace for the rear, and you have to have these on the car for it to work. So I also have that, it's sitting in here in my office. So that will be the next video probably, but that's what we're going to be doing today. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's just jump into it.
Okay, so like I said, the car is already jacked up because I had originally taken off this top nut up here to get the thread size. But essentially what we're going to be doing is just taking this bracket off, and that's basically it. We're really not gonna have to do much else. I mean, other than putting this one on in place and then drilling through. But I mean, that's not gonna be too complicated. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so for you other S550 guys that are gonna be installing these are 18 mil bolts right here. I'm gonna see if I can break them off with my little impact I got here. There we go. That extension was just taking away my torque. Shit. Okay, that one's on there, man. Like, that one is very clearly on there and does not want to come off. Alright, I finally got her, boys. This bitch was in here, man. I had to get up under the car and just fucking wrench away at it, dude. Man, that little thing was in there. Okay, so now essentially what will happen is we take our little joint piece, we thread it on. So we're on the passenger side now, and I should be able to show you guys better, how to do this on the passenger side. So because it's easier to get to everything because that fuel filler neck is in here. First things first, though, we're gonna have to break these things loose, and if they're, ow, okay. So these bolts are obviously, or at least that one, okay. These bolts are obviously not tightened down nearly as much as the other side, which is kind of concerning. Like, why would they torque down one side so freaking tight and then the other side isn't even tight? That's very concerning to me. Oh wait, almost forgot. Gotta take the nut off the top of this mount here. So for those of you S550 guys that are doing this at home, these two bolts right here are going to be a 17 mil, and then your shock one, I'm not really sure what it's going to be for you guys. For me, it's a 14 mil, but that, I am running aftermarket coilovers, so that, is probably going to be different for some of you other guys. Maybe, I don't know for sure, obviously. But if any of you guys are running stock shocks, I don't know if it's going to be a 14 or anything different. But mine is a 14 mil, so if you guys are running the Megan Racing coilovers for the S550, your top nut should be a 14 mil. And there we go. There she is, the ugly little thing in it. These threads are all massive from being on here for so long. Now that that's off, we can go ahead and ugga-dugga this off. And there's your shock bolt or mount bolts. and this just kind of slides off, and you can take this off. This is actually a newer mount compared to the driver's side. I actually had a blowout over here a while, like maybe like a few years ago. I don't know if it was when I had coilovers on it or not, but this mount right here is kind of shitty. That's another reason why I'm upgrading to the BMR mounts, because these mounts are kind of crappy. Mine, basically what happened is this whole ring right here blew out, and it caused this bushing in here or whatever it is to just basically move around freely, and it was not very safe to drive, I'll say that. So let's get all the other stuff real quick. Let's go ahead and put our washer onto this, as well as our jam nut that we had to go buy because it's different thread, and then we'll go ahead and start putting this on. I'm actually going to take this fender liner off real quick though, because I do not need it anymore. It's not needed. I honestly don't know why I still have fender liners on the rear. I took them off on the front. Oh Jesus, it was dusty. Just like the other side. Obviously, if you want to keep your fender liner, you probably, I'm pretty sure you don't have to take your fender liner out to do this installation, but I don't need it because I don't need it anymore. So I'm just taking it out. It's gonna make it a lot easier on me to, you know, get everything in here where it needs to go. So as you can see, all of this is open right here, as opposed to the driver's side with the fueler neck running right here. This side should be a lot more simple to do, so let's just knock it out real quick. So here's our mount. We're gonna get our two capped nuts. They look like this. These are a 16 mil. They are smaller than the stock ones, just by 1 millimeter. Put this up here, line it up where it needs to go. One thing I'm not really a fan of on this kit is these little alignment holes here. I wish they kind of would have left it like the stock ones. As the stock ones, as you can see, there's these little divots on each side that basically just slide up, and then these stop them from going up any further. I kind of wish that's how they would have done it on these, but they didn't, unfortunately. So we're kind of having to, you know, I guess like I said, these are 16 mil. I don't know where my socket is. It's over there. My socket's over there somewhere. I don't feel like walking over there to grab it, so I'm just going to use a ratchet wrench. This is not lined up, obviously. I just want to get this. I want to get both of these tightened down enough to where I can line it up without it moving a bunch, because that's annoying whenever it does that. I do like that they include different bolts. Oh, that one's kind of being a little bit. I'm gonna get my socket and use my impact. Okay, now these are supposed to be torqued down to 60 foot-pounds according to the instructions, so that is what I'm going to torque them down to. I'm going to go ahead and torque them down because I got them lined up where I want them. So I'm going to go ahead and torque them down so I don't have to... Wait a second, that's not the... Yeah, it is. What the fuck? Okay. Now we can go ahead and drill our two holes. Go ahead and show you guys here. Okay, so as you can see, finished product here. Let me turn my mic around here. Finished product, somewhat. So I got these two torqued down to 60 foot-pounds. These are 16 mil again. Now we're gonna go through. Now, my drill bits are kind of janky. They're not very good, as I mentioned on the other side, but we can, you know. Alright, so now that we've gotten those tightened down on there, thank you, shout out to my girlfriend for helping me out. I did forget the washers. For those of you eagle-eyed viewers that may have seen it, I did forget the washers on the driver's side, so I'll just have to go back and put those on. Shouldn't be too bad. But that's essentially the finished product as far as like the mount goes. Now we just gotta take this with our little washer, jam nut, and heim and put that up in there with these little spacers that they give us. Where's the other one at? Oh no, I'm losing parts over here, guys. So this is what we're gonna be using to install that. So let's go ahead and jack this up enough to where it's lining up with these holes and then get it installed. This side in, because our shock is wanting to lean to the right side for some reason. I'm not really sure why. So we're gonna have to fix that issue. Okay, now this is the difficult part, is getting this other washer in here on the other side was very difficult for me. But it looks like this side is making it a lot easier. That's usually how it goes with projects like this, I'm sure most of you know. One side is always easier than the other, which is definitely true for this side, I must say. Now these bolts right here, I believe, yeah, these bolts right here, this bolt and this nut are 15 mil, so now you know. Oh yeah, and these time joints right here are going to be a 17 mil. Either whether you have the ones that I have or the ones that come with the kit, they're 17 mil in either way, which is really nice. So now let's get our 15 mil here. Excuse me. Put our 15 mil on there and let's tighten this bugger down. I don't know if it says what to torque these two. I just kind of hand tighten them, just because I think hand tightening them is probably good enough. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The next one, we will be installing the sway bars. So for those of you who are wanting that video, don't worry, it is coming. I just wanted to get these out of the way first, just because they're going to be a lot easier to do than the sway bars. But yeah, next video, we will be doing the sway bars, so don't worry about it. I hope I helped some of you S550 guys out there who are wanting to get this product, but unfortunately BMR doesn't have a tutorial video on how to install these. Not that this is really a tutorial video, but I hope that it helps some of you S550 guys out that are wanting this product, but are kind of getting cold feet on it. Highly recommend it. It is a pain in the ass on the driver's side, and you are going to need another person to help you out in terms of putting the two bolts in that sandwich between the body of the car. You are going to need help with that. You're not going to be able to do that on your own, unfortunately. But other than that, it's not a big deal. The driver's side is really the only side that's super difficult because of that fuel filler neck. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Stay cool.